Have you ever hesitated to do something, not because it was impossible, but because your brain whispered, yeah, but what if you die? Fear. It's like that one overprotective friend who thinks crossing the street is a death wish. It means well, but honestly, it's holding you back. And today, we're going to show it who's boss. Because here's the truth, fear is the ultimate con artist. It tricks you into believing it's keeping you safe when really it's just keeping you stuck. So let's break it down and, more importantly, break free from it. All right, science time, but don't worry, I promise not to sound like a textbook. Fear lives in a tiny part of your brain called the amygdala, basically your brain's alarm system. It detects danger and triggers your fight or flight response. Back in the caveman days, this was fantastic. Oh look, a saber-toothed tiger. Run! But today, that same system freaks out over public speaking, asking someone out, or heaven forbid, sending an email without rereading it 27 times. Here's the kicker. Fear is often wildly irrational. Your brain treats, what if I embarrass myself, with the same urgency as, what if I get eaten by a shark? Which, to be fair, is only a problem if you regularly swim with sharks. So if fear is overreacting like a dramatic soap opera character, how do we take back control? The good news? Fear isn't actually a brick wall. It's more like a fog. It feels solid, but the moment you step into it, it starts to dissolve. Take a study where people were asked to do something terrifying. Sing karaoke in front of strangers. Their anxiety beforehand was through the roof, but afterward, they admitted it wasn't half as bad as they'd imagined. Turns out our anticipation of fear is usually way worse than the actual experience. And here's the fun part. Fear has a weakness. The moment you expose it to logic, action, or heaven forbid, a little humor, it loses its power. Now let's get tactical. Here are 5 ridiculously effective ways to shrink fear down to size. Step 1. Name it and reframe it. Ever noticed how naming something makes it feel less scary? Call it out. Oh, hello. Fear of public speaking. Fancy seeing you here. Once it's out in the open, reframe it. Instead of thinking, I'm terrified, try, I'm excited. It's the same adrenaline. Your brain just needs a little rebranding. Step 2. Take micro actions. Fear hates movement. So start small. Afraid of networking? Just say hi to one person. Scared of posting online? Write the post, but don't publish it yet. Small steps make fear shrink faster than your favorite sweater in the wash. Step 3, use the what if hack. Your brain loves playing what if in the worst way possible. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? Flip the script. What if you succeed? What if people actually love what you do? What if you realize you were way more capable than you ever thought? Step 4, desensitization and exposure. Here's where science really backs us up. Controlled exposure, facing your fears in small, manageable doses, rewires your brain. Afraid of heights? Start with a step stool, not a bungee jump. Over time, your brain stops freaking out and realizes, oh, this isn't so bad. Step 5, fear versus regret. Picture yourself 10 years from now. Are you more upset about the time you tried and failed, or the time you never tried at all? Regret is fear's evil twin, and trust me, it's way worse. Future you wants you to go for it. Here's the deal. Your fear isn't nearly as powerful as it seems. The only way to prove that? Face it. And not in some dramatic skydiving on a whim kind of way. Just start. Take one small action. See what happens. Because at the end of the day, fear is just a story you tell yourself. And you, my friend, are the author. So, how do you want this story to go? Hit that like button if you're ready to start facing your fears. And drop a comment below about something you're going to tackle this week. Let's make fear regret ever messing with us. See you in the next one.